Imagine for a moment you're walking on Shabbos down the main street in your town, and there's a bus. There's buses, city buses, and people take the city buses. It's safe. We're going to pretend this story took place 40 years ago when it was actually safe to go on city buses. And you pass by a bus stop, and sitting in this bus stop are three boys from your community. Unfortunately, they're what we call off the derech. They're no longer keeping Torah and mitzvahs properly. They don't have yarmulkes. It's on Shabbos. They don't look very Shabbosdik, and they're sitting in the bus stop. And you're across the street. And all of a sudden, a bus pulls up. You don't see what happens because the bus is blocking your view. And a minute later, the bus leaves, and those three boys are no longer in the bus stop. So usually we jump to a conclusion, Nabach. They went on a bus on Shabbos. Okay, whatever. At least they didn't drive themselves. But how do you look at that situation and judge it favorably? How? What happened? At Pekuach Nefesh, they were taking one of the guys to the hospital because it was an emergency situation. They were sitting there and chilling. Now I want to switch one variable in the story. Imagine for a moment that you're walking down the main street in your town and Shabbos morning, and in the bus stop is sitting the holy Chafetz Chaim himself. Can't believe it. He's sitting there. He must have been on his way to shul. He just needed to take a break. And all of a sudden, a bus pulls up. And you don't see it, Chafetz Chaim anymore, because the bus blocks your vision. And then the bus pulls away and the Chafetz Chaim's not there anymore. Are you going to imagine that the Chafetz Chaim got on the bus? I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to figure out a way to somehow use your imagination to be really creative where the Chafetz Chaim went. I don't know, maybe a bunch of them picked him up to give him a kiss and put him back down, and that's when I don't know, maybe there was a manhole and he fell in the manhole, chas v'shalom, whatever. Maybe there was an awning behind you and he stepped into there for a minute. The one thing you're not going to suspect the Chafetz Chaim of doing is getting on that bus. B'tzedek tishbait amisecha. You have to judge other people like tzaddikim. B'tzedek, that's what it means on some level. If we viewed every person the way we view the tzaddikim, then we would never come up with something negative about them. But unfortunately, we do. And because we do, lots of harm ensues from that.